Season 3 is when Game of Thrones stops playing fair. Like, the show straight up tells you that nobody is safe, just get used to it. Each season tends to get more brutal than the last one, and let's talk about it. Season 2 is where they crack the world open, and Season 3 is where they start causing more pain. Each season teaches me something, and this season teaches me more on the lines of why being a good person gets you nowhere. It doesn't care if you're honorable, it doesn't even care if you're in love. Bad decisions just don't go away, they come back 10 times harder. And once that clicked, I realized I need to just start watching the show in a different perspective. By season 3, I start to realize that power doesn't really mean strength. Because in this season, I'm realizing that the smartest people in the room aren't even swinging anymore. They're manipulating. Tywin, Littlefinger, Marjorie's grandmother as well. They win by talking, waiting, and manipulating the shit out of people. Watching each and every one of these characters just simply win battles with just their mouth, you realize that strength, swords, even skills don't matter. It's just your thought process and how smart you really are on the field. And this season is a lot on everyone emotionally. A lot of people in this season lose hope, get punished for caring, and pay for loving the wrong person. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And seeing how they're playing with Arya in this season, she keeps losing so much, and she's getting sharper with each pain. And Jaime started to shock me this season. I didn't really see him as human until now. And Jon Snow is stuck between on choosing who he wants to be and choosing who he needs to be. And by the end of this season, like, nobody's the same. The change is drastic between every single character that's still alive in this season. 3 seasons later, Arya Stark is still my favorite character. Everything she's going through is turning her into something dangerous, not even evil, just something dangerously prepared. It really does feel like she's going through her John Wick arc, where just pain turns into straight focus and strength. And let's get this out the way. Jaime is still weird, no matter what character arc he's going through. But season 3 is making me really understand him more. Every scene that he's in this season with Brienne, he's showing more and more that he does have an ego, but he does really care. It doesn't excuse all the weird shit that he's done and how he's obsessed with having sex with his sister, but it does show that underneath all that, he does have a soul. And this season has that moment. I've heard stories about that moment. I didn't think it was gonna hit that hard, especially knowing it was coming. And what makes it worse is that the show earns it. You see why this happened, and it was completely avoidable too. But by the time it happened, I was still flabbergasted. I didn't expect it to happen. I thought it was not gonna happen. It gave me the same pain that it gave me at the end of season 1 when Ned got killed. I'm just not trusting this show at all anymore. And I gotta talk about Theon. I really thought he was gonna get some form of a redemption arc, but this season he is going through the absolute worst on the side of the Starks. This show really should just be called Everybody Hates the Starks, because each season I feel worse and worse for them. And for some reason in this season, Daenerys still feels like that she's not a main character. I started this show because of House of Dragon, and that's about the Targaryens. But I'm not seeing much of Daenerys in this show as of now. She's powerful, she's intimidating, her beauty is getting her places. But emotionally, her story doesn't hit yet. I know this is building up into something serious, so I'm waiting for it. But as of now, it just feels like little breadcrumbs being spread about this show. And another thing that feels like we're getting the short end of the stick of is the White Walkers. I want to see how intimidating they get, because seeing a glimpse of them in season 1 and then a little bit in season 2, but the little glimpse I saw of them in season 3 didn't really give me much hype for them. I'm hoping to see what happens later on. You guys can comment below and tell me what to even expect without spoiling anything. But season 3 is really about all the consequences that come after everything. Love doesn't save you, being honorable doesn't protect you, and making the right choice doesn't mean anything, especially if it's at the wrong time. This is really the season where this show really shows you how to watch it. And if you're new here, I have my review for season 2 and 1 out on my channel, so if you missed any of those, go and check that out to see how I really feel about this series so far. But season 3 of Game of Thrones, it's becoming more ruthless than ever. It's exhausting, it's brutal, and once you get through it, you'll realize that this show is never going to be safe anymore. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that season 3 is where they officially crossed the line, or do you think that happened sooner? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in season 4. And if you like my vibe, comment below, like and subscribe. And I'm James Hancock, signing off.